Okay, I have an opponent here who has two restricted Pokemon, but because of that Ditto right there, potentially, or maybe three restricted Pokemon. So what I want to do here is, well, maybe Groudon, but I don't see a big opportunity here for him. So I might actually choose Giratina instead, just because Zamazenta's body press will not work, and I think that I have the advantage over their dragon types. I'll bring in Gastrodon just because of that walking wake. I can maybe get Storm Drain off, and Hypno just because it's very tanky, and it can also haze, and also it can disable as well, and Trick Room. So yeah, let's get into it. I also think that Rotom Heat could probably deal with Whimsicott as well as Zamazenta. And if they, again, if they Terra into Water type, then I've got that Volt Switch, and I've also got Energy Ball with Giratina. And also I have a Fairy Terra. So that should be the four that might be able to deal with this team. So here we go. Starting off. They start off with Zamazenta and Whimsicott straight away, so it looks like they want to go into that Tailwind, which is good for my Hypno because it can go straight into Trick Room to try and counter it. And for anything they do next, I can maybe disable. However, I do believe that if I do Trick Room, Whimsicott will probably go for an Encore to try and reverse it. So I go for Giratina to come in just in case that body press comes first. Instead, Zamazenta goes for an Iron Defense and goes straight for the boost. Well, my Hypno actually has Haze, so I'm also going to use that for my Draco Meteor. Whenever that drops my special attack, then I can just Haze and get rid of that stat change. It looks like they went for the play that I thought, so I will use Shadow Ball against Zamazenta just to get some attack off, and then I'll probably switch out Hypno just to avoid any Encore or anything silly like that. Because I kind of need this Trick Room, I don't need it to be cancelled and reset to normal dimensions. But for some reason, they go for a Wide Guard. I'm not sure what they were expecting there. But I test the damage with Shadow Ball. It does okay damage, not over half, so I'll probably need to use Draco Meteor or something. And Whimsicott's Moonblast was actually more damaging than I was expecting, because Giratina is naturally very tanky anyway. So I can't take too many of those. I may have to go into a Fairy Terra. It does mean that Body Press can hit me, but it will still resist. I will still resist it. So I go into another Shadow Ball just because I recognize and remember that Draco Meteor will be resisted against Zamazenta, and that Gastrodon will go first anyway, so maybe an Earth Power would be enough to take it out. And it gets the job done. So that Shadow Ball goes into Whimsicott and does a really good amount of damage. Luckily though, she didn't go for a Moonblast into my Giratina, instead she wanted to take out Gastrodon. Generally that's fine, I think Gastrodon did the right job there. And I could probably win this with Giratina if I'm careful enough. Depends on who's coming in next. I will use my Hypno to haze if I want to use Draco Meteor or anything to lower my special attack. In comes the Koraidon, brings out the sun there, which will be very good actually with my Rotom Heat. So what I can do here is go for a Draco Meteor right there because it hasn't terrored. Well, it might terror, but right now it's still weak against Draco Meteor. And then I have that Hypno to go for the Haze and reset the stats. Either before or after. Maybe I can just reset the attack boost from Koraidon and go from there. But I probably need Terra Fairies because I'm going to take another Moonblast regardless. I also think that on the first turn, Koraidon's not going to go for a fighting attack, but it might not even go for a fire attack. I'm not sure because like it will be resisted. So if I Fairy Terror, I'm not sure what move it's going to go for. Maybe even Outrage, who knows? So that might work for us. So they actually bring out Ditto, and they want to copy my Giratina, which actually works for us because we're going into Fairy Terra. That means they can't use Draco Meteor against us, and also Koraidon's going to have trouble hitting us too, especially if it's going for a Dragon attack. So I think that was probably the best play. So I go for a Haze with Hypno to reset Koraidon's attack boost in the sun. And then I go for a Draco Meteor, reset my or lower my special attack stats, and then go for a Haze again and just repeat that. Or maybe I can even go for Shadow Ball just because it's more accurate. So that Shadow Ball comes through and takes out Koraidon. So that's 2 restricteds down and 1 restricted left. I think I'll go for a Draco Meteor, and I have that Hypno supporting me with Haze to reset those special attack drops back to 0. But I know this opposing Giratina is trying to take out my Hypno, so yeah, I'm just going to go for a Draco Meteor. And also, the dimensions change back to normal. So that means, I mean, I guess Hypno might just go down here because they're going to use another Shadow Ball to take it out. And hopefully I can use this turn to take out their Giratina. But because I'm not going to have any support with Haze, we'll see how this goes from here. And I still have Rotom Heat in the back to take out that Whimsicott. Even though that Whimsicott failed to take down my Hypno, it's still not enough to survive another Shadow Ball. But I still have Rotom Heat in the back. I just can't really afford to lose my Giratina right now because my Rotom Heat doesn't have very good moves against their Giratina. But we'll see, and it looks like I might be faster than their Giratina. Well, my Giratina anyway. And hopefully I can take it down with those Draco Meteors, and it doesn't do that much damage with Shadow Ball. But what I'll do first turn is maybe go for a Light Screen just to keep it alive, because I know it's trying to double up on me. It looks like we go first with our Draco Meteor. We missed the first one, but this one seems to take it out. And so I just have the Whimsicott left. I'm low on life. So I'm going to go for a Destiny Bond just in case like I miss the Overheat or something like that. But this Overheat will probably take it out from Rotom Heat. And yeah, that looks like a guaranteed win, which gets a knockout, which is great. And so yeah, that is the game set. Thank you all for watching. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of the match and how taking on 3 restricted Pokemon can be quite a challenge, but it's manageable. Depends on your play and also your setup. And if you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing for more content in the future. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much.